This is a summary of press releases from Japanese electronics manufacturers on 26th November.
All right, let's kick things off with our first section, which is all about innovations in energy and transport. We're looking at some pretty big moves to streamline how we get power and how we get around. So first up, Toshiba Energy Systems and TEPCO are officially wrapping up a partnership. You see, they created this joint company called KS6 back in 2020 for a very specific mission, handling the safety work at the Kashiwazaki-Kariwa nuclear power plant. Well, mission accomplished. The work got done, so now it's time to dissolve the company. It's a textbook case of a focused collaboration doing its job and reaching a natural end.
Now, staying on the theme of transport, let's head underground to the Tokyo subway. Hitachi, Mitsubishi Electric, and Tokyo Metro just got a huge award for a really slick upgrade on the Marunouchi line. And this picture tells the whole story. On the left, you've got the old system, where a train has to wait for the one in front to completely clear a section of track. But on the right, that's the new wireless system. It knows exactly where every train is in real time. This lets them run way closer together, safely and efficiently. It's kind of like a high-tech conga line of trains.
So what does this actually mean for you if you're a commuter? Well, here's the payoff. It means fewer delays. A lot fewer. In fact, since they launched this thing, they've seen the number of delay certificates handed out during morning rush hour drop by about 60%. That is a massive improvement in reliability, and it means a much less stressful commute for thousands of people.
Okay, let's shift gears now and talk about artificial intelligence. We're going to see how it's way more than just a buzzword. It's actually a tool that's completely rewriting the rules for research and development.
Check this out. Sumitomo Rubber and NEC are partnering up to basically put their R&D on hyperdrive. The old way of doing things, relied on a ton of trial and error. It's like trying to invent the perfect recipe by just randomly throwing ingredients in a bowl. But the new way? They're using AI to predict which recipes will work before they even start mixing. The AI can figure out the best material combinations and explore totally new ideas at incredible speed.
And the results are, well, they're just staggering. Look at these numbers. For finding the perfect formula for a premium tire, they've cut the time it takes by 95%. And for discovering completely new materials from scratch, they've cut the time by 70%. This isn't just a small step forward, it's a giant leap in how fast companies can innovate.
Now, here's another really cool use for AI, this time helping in the fight against climate change. Fujitsu has created a new tech to help quantify something called blue carbon. So what is blue carbon? Well, it's the carbon that gets soaked up and stored by our oceans and coastlines. In mangroves, seagrass, that kind of thing. These ecosystems are like massive underwater forests, pulling CO2 out of the atmosphere. The big challenge has always been measuring just how much they're absorbing. And that's where Fujitsu comes in.
So, how do they do it? It's this awesome three-step process. First, they send out autonomous underwater drones to map the seafloor in super high detail. Then, the AI gets to work, analyzing all that data to identify the different types of seaweed and how dense it is, with over 85% accuracy. And here's the genius part. They use all that info to run simulations, predicting how different conservation efforts will work out before they actually spend the time and money to do them. It's all about making conservation smarter.
All right, next section. We're looking at some new initiatives. A little bit of everything, really, from creative competitions for developers to some major business alliances.
Sharp is hosting a hackathon for developers to play with its Semantic camera. Now, this thing is really clever. It's a camera that doesn't send video. Instead, it processes the image right there on the device and just sends out a little bit of text data, like a person has fallen. This is huge because you get the crucial information you need, but you totally protect someone's privacy. Think about using it in a sensitive place like a bathroom to monitor an elderly relative. It's a perfect solution.
Meanwhile, Canon Marketing Japan is making a big push into the security world. They've just announced a major partnership with a company called CIA Inc., a specialist in security solutions. Basically, Canon has acquired the exclusive rights to sell CIA's advanced products here in Japan. This is a classic win-win situation. CIA gets access to Canon's massive sales network, and Canon gets to add a whole lineup of cutting-edge security tech to its portfolio.
Okay, let's focus on Panasonic for a bit. We've got two updates from them. One is about company recognition, and the other is on the financial side of things.
First up, a huge congratulations to Panasonic Connect. For the second year running, they've earned the top Rainbow certification for their efforts in LGBTQ+ inclusion. Now, to put that into perspective, this is the highest honor you can get, and only 38 companies in all of Japan have achieved it.
It's a really powerful statement about their commitment to building an inclusive workplace.
And now for the finance news. Panasonic Holdings has just announced the terms for its latest issuance of corporate bonds. This is pretty standard stuff for a massive company, but it's important, as it's how they raise the money needed to fund all their future projects and keep growing.
Okay, enough about finance. Let's get to the fun stuff, new products and events from Panasonic. And we've got quite the range to talk about, from high-tech bathrooms all the way to futuristic robots. So first, Panasonic is essentially turning your bathroom into a luxury spa. Their new beauty care style concept has two key features. For your skin, there's the oil veil. It mixes these tiny micro bubbles of oxygen and oil right into your bathwater to moisturize your whole body. Then for your hair, there's the fine veil shower head, which uses its own fine bubble technology to help your hair treatments penetrate better. It's all about bringing that high-end salon experience home. And get ready for the future, because Panasonic is about to show off its latest robots at the International Robot Exhibition. They've got a few really interesting ones to feature. There's Nikobo, which is this quirky kind of vulnerable companion robot. Then there's Hakobo, a tough little autonomous delivery bot that can even handle the rain. And for the tech folks, there's RoboSync, a software platform that makes it easy to control all sorts of different robot arms. It's a really cool preview of where robotics is headed. And for our last story of the day, we're looking at something most of us probably walk past without a second thought: the bus stop. But believe me, this isn't your average bus stop. It's getting a serious upgrade. So to celebrate 30 years of its community bus service, Musashino City has installed a new smart bus stop. So what makes it so smart? Well, for starters, you get real-time bus tracking, so no more guessing when it'll show up. If the text on the timetable is too small, you can just make it bigger. It's also got multi-language support and can display general announcements. It's just a bunch of simple, smart features that take a whole lot of the stress out of taking the bus. And that brings us to the end of this roundup. If you enjoyed the video, please consider subscribing to the channel and giving it a like.